Good morning. Um, Welcome back. So, I confess I'm still at that early phase on this colony where I'm not entirely sure what I want everything to look like. And one of the things I wanted to do in the meantime is probably make a few vehicles and then some land around them because I feel like that kind of sometimes helps me back into what I want things to look like. Um, I was looking I watched yesterday the Encounters at the End of the World, which is the Werner Herzog Antarctica documentary, and probably McMurdo Station is the closest thing on Earth to the place that I'm making right now. So it's kind of interesting. And um, they have a big bus they call Ivan the Terra bus, and we probably could use something like that for our world, only ours will fly and not have wheels. So I thought maybe we'll start with that and then we'll build an environment to put this thing in as we go. So I'm actually going to use the default cube. I know, right? Crazy. And let's see, there's our front. So I'm just going to take here and I think I'm just going to extend it for right now so we can cut it later. And let's make it about that long in proportion. We haven't scaled it yet, but, and then I'm going to take this one and this one and bevel them. Ooh, not that much, but like that. Yep. And then I'm going to take this one and let's see. First, before I do that, KY, I'm gonna split, actually, KYC. Does it split all the way on this time now? Yes, good, we got a full loop. And now let's grab this one, 3GY, and bring it back. So we're kind of making our front windshield a little bit. This is the kind of thing that, what you call it, grid model is actually really good for, but we're not going to use it. And we'll just do it ourselves. Pull that out like that. So just making the default base shape that we're going to use to build onto more. And it's a very bus shape. Not the most exciting things ever, but that's cool. And now let's bring a person in. Human generator. Our dude. And we can see that our bus is obviously way too small still. And take Wayne. Okay. And let's bring him off to the side. Now let's grab our bus. Let's bring it up to there and scale it to like that. Yeah, that seems acceptable. Okay. Alrighty, and let's save. New 230810-1 live stream. I can type Planetary transport vehicle. The advantage to making something this relatively simple is we can really take our time with it now, which is cool. Let's add a few edge cuts. KC. KCY and across. There we go. Just so we have that. Yep. And now, in a traditional Terran Earth bus, we'd have wheels down here, but we're not going to have wheels because this is going to be a speeder vehicle. But I don't want to feel too speeder, if that makes sense. I think I want to take this one. I can mirror it so we can do that GX and bring it out slightly. One, and now let's just select this whole thing and mirror it like that. We're gonna need a door. We're gonna need engines. We're gonna need some bling to make it look cool. We can do all of those things. Let's see. 2. Let's add some segments. I'm gonna say 10. And yeah, that's the side I'm looking at it from. It's got 10 segments. And then I'm going to add a loop here, down here, and a loop near the top, like there. Now, I think I want our back 2 or 3 to be, we'll say 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 sounds good. And II and inset them. And then Control Shift Bevel to give them a bit of a curve. Let's go with faces. How many do we add? Segments? 8. 8 seems good. It's a nice rounded curve. Then we can take 3 and select our windows. And E slightly. Then I ever so slightly. And then E again ever so slightly. And yep, that's coming along. Let's give us some material so we don't have to go find these windows later. So we already have a hull. So let's add a new one. Window. And assign, and I'm just going to change the viewport color just until I get around to it so I can see that I've got windows there. Okay, yep. Now I want to take this one here and E up a bit, maybe. Let's see. No, maybe not. Let's see. How do I want to do that exactly? Could do it that way. That's kind of cooler too. Give us a little bit of a change. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. This is where we're going to put the door and the front window. So let's do the front window first. Inset in a little bit, maybe even a little, well, yeah, a little more. 5, cool. And then inset again, just, oh, no, sorry. And then insert now, inset just a bit more. And in, and assign it to window. Okay. Now, I'm sorry, I keep saying now as I just think about it, but so the way I'm used to it, this is actually mirrored on the wrong side and it's kind of driving me nuts. So I went the wrong side. So let's just do it this way. I do want to mirror it, but let's mirror it from that side. For right now, we're going to need to unmirror soon to do the door because it's not going to be a door on both sides. But for right now, let's do that. And we're going to select this. And it's, oh, did I do that? No, I want that to be straight. Okay. Inset that like that to there. Control Shift B. Control Shift B. There we go. Bevel those edges as well. Not those ones. One. Deselect those. Control Shift B. There we go. There we go. 3. Select that. I'm just going to kind of looks like it roughly similar. Inset. And then inset. Then assign our window. And we're getting a bus. It's starting to be very bussy. Didn't do that here. Actually, yeah, I don't like this front thing. I think I messed it up. Minus Control X, dissolve faces. Cool. Back to normal. Good. Okay, let's do this again. Now, 3. Inset a bit more like that. Yes. Let's not even do that yet. Let's do it here too. Well, first let's do this and set that to kind of similar space to there. Now, inset each of these. Good. Control Shift B, bevel. Can take it about that far. Cool. 3, select our faces. E, N, inset a bit more. E, N, and that will apply the window. I think that's a better window. Yeah. A little more visual interest than just a straight flat view screen. And I am liking the roundedness on this. I haven't done a lot of rounded lately. I think we should do more. I am incidentally looking at reference of Ivan the Terrabus while I'm doing this, just to get some ideas, but I'm not trying to copy it. I'm just looking at it to be like, oh yeah, that's how they did that. Okay. Now, I'm trying to do as much of the mirrored stuff as possible before I jump into the doorway. So I'm going to leave the door for a while. Let's see. I want to take these faces there. Let's do them forward. Yep. And then 2 GZ and bring them down. To give us some kind of a front bumper suggestion of. Save again. Where? Oh, because I saved as. What's going on? Transport vehicle. Save Blender file. There we go. Now it's saved for real. Now, so space-wise, let's see, 3, 9, GZ. So that's the upper part of our building. So there's our, assuming we want our people to be able to stand up, roughly speaking, our floor is there. So we can even, and we can have them scrunch a little bit, that's fine. So let's edit this bad boy here and just say that from KCY here across. Yeah, that is everything. That's where our floor will be inside. So they will have to hunch when they're walking into the bus, but that's fine. Can't stand up exactly straight. Or we can even bring it down a little bit. Let's see if we bring it down a little bit. Give ourselves just a little more room. KCY. We'll just set it to there. And we'll go across. KCY and across. Okay, so that's our space that we can think about as being our engine or our cargo or whatever. And everything above that is crew and passengers. Cool. Alrighty. And if that's going to be that, then let's take. We're going to do this the cheap Star Trek or Star Wars thing. I'm going to take this, inset it, and we're going to inset it again and go up. And that is going to be our hover, whatever we call it, engine, whatever it is. The glowy bit under a hover vehicle. And I think we can play with it some more, but that's how we're flying. Yep, looks all right. Then I'm going to take these from here to there. Extend along normals to like that and offset even. Yes. Okay. We haven't played with random flow yet because at this scale we're trying to make things make sense a little bit more than sometimes we otherwise do, but we're going to. I think maybe we'll do that right now with this section up here, and it's mirrored, so we're good. Shift Q, utility, plate insets, get a single cut. Ooh, rear windows too. I kind of dig that. I should probably try a little bit more though. Margins or thickness. Can we give it more thickness? I like that. And a bit of a margin. Not a lot, just a bit. And we won't mess with our inner margin. I'm just trying to keep our outer so it doesn't blow up our. There we go. Something like that. It's getting interesting. Try a few. Actually, kind of liking that one. I think that's looking cool. It's sticking out like a panel. We got some inset cuts. I think that's cool. All right, save again. If anyone's here, say hey, just to let me know. It's always nice to have someone talking to. And if you're not, that's okay too. Okay. Yeah, that gives us what we want, I think. Maybe let's do something similar down here. Grab all these. Cool. But we will. Undo this one, this one, this one, this one. And let's Select those. Just trying to keep the front ones from being selected. Something like that. We don't need to worry about that because it's mirrored. Cool. And we'll grab these ones too, because they're going to be underneath. That's the skirt, kind of. Okay. And let's try another plate inset, see what we get. Yeah, that just makes it look more sci-fi for sure. I can live with that, even like that. So far I'm liking 2. Yeah, 2 is good. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Okay, things are looking all right. No weird geometry that I'm aware of. Seems good. And then the roof of the vehicle, we'll do the same thing. Only I don't know if we'll plate inset this time. Maybe we will. Coplanar. Shift Q. Loop extrude. So it only goes up on this one. Whoa. We're getting weirdness. Oh, it's that center line. I'm just gonna see if we can do it this way then. Just those. Nothing small there. That should be okay. And yep. F9. Cut. I don't want it too small. Let's just cut. See if we can cut up here. That. And F9. And then let's make our depth 0.25. Too high. 0.1. Maybe it's still too high. 0.05. Better. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see. Cut this one and this one. We cut each one more. What does it do? Because there's some smaller and smaller pieces. Is that what we want? I think that might be okay. That looks all right. Let's see. We make this one 75. It's bigger. Yeah, and then we make this one 75, and it's bigger on top of that. So as the shapes get smaller, they get closer together, which I also like. Okay. Yep. Save. So we're starting to get near the end, I think, of our initial foray with symmetry. We need to do some door stuff. Maybe before we do that, let's build this. Want some side windows? Maybe we want some side windows. Let's select these. Yeah. And inset them to like that. Yeah. To there. One. Unselect those two. Control Shift bevel. Give us some rounding. 3. E. Inset some more. Not double though. I just want it to be a singular window, I think. And E again. And then assign it to window. It definitely has a bus feel to it, which I mean is what we wanted, so that's cool. Gets whack here, but that's fine because it's mirrored, so we're not going to worry about it because we should just be able to apply it and it looks good. So we are unmirrored currently. Good to know. Um, let's see. Just trying to think for a minute. Bring our guy forward and here. So, hey Rama, planetary salutations to you as well. May your head not explode. Good to hear. Yeah, that's about the right size, I think. This doorway. E, SX0. Straighten it. This looks strange, and that's kind of the point. We kind of want it to be a little bit different, I think, from the rest of the vehicle. Yeah, that's a good size. Now, so here's an interesting question, and I don't have an answer necessarily, is that the atmosphere on this planet is toxic. If this bus opens the door outside, then everyone inside's wearing suits. If it does, or it has an airlock, or it only, all bus stops are inside. I think I want to go outside. So let's make it, extend this out a little further. It's gonna be a little bit clunky looking, but that's fine. And that's gonna literally be an airlock. It'd be like a 1 or 2 person airlock for the vehicle. So come in, it'll cycle, refresh the air, then you can get on inside without necessarily requiring a respirator. And that seems okay to me. Yep, all right with that. I like that idea. So now let's add a loop. I feel like this is about right. Add a loop. Oh, maybe not actually. Let's do it the other way. Let's see. Debating how to create my door, whether I use with loops or with um, insets. And I think an inset will actually work better because we don't need it to go straight to the floor because it's a raised doorway. Yep. All right. And then one, let's select these 4. No, just those 4. Shift, not control. Control, shift, bevel. Do that. And 3. There we go. And E in slightly. Okay. And then I'm actually going to go E out slightly this time. So it feels like we got a doorway there. Separate, save. Okay. And then we'll maybe put a window up here. That seems like an appropriate use of our time. These do not line up nicely, do they? K, C, Y. That way, and K, C, Y. That's already further in. Okay, so we're going to go with that. That gives us these. We can inset just this one and this one now. be a little different, but that's okay. And again, here, E, I, E, material window. And that's what it will look like on the inside. So that's big enough for a small, particularly if it extends in a little bit. We can call that a, excuse me. Then we need to build something to make us some stairs from. And I think we'll just do it here. Yeah, why not? Well, no. E. Just come down a little bit. But let's select 2, 2, no, 2, 2, 2, 2. Control bevel. Decrease this down to 1, 3. Select those on normals. Bring it in slightly just to give us a breakup of our face. I think that's cool. And then this one and this one. And set E in pretty far just so we can't see it. And set E back out. And yeah, so that's going to be like the sense of where our stairs are going to extend out from to climb up into the bus when it's floating. Cool. Save. Now this side maybe needs more windows because it doesn't have the other stuff. So 2, I'm just gonna X dissolve this edge. 3, select those. 3, I, and set to where about there again. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Control Shift bevel. Back to 8 segments. Oh, that's wonky and weird. Okay. What have we done here? Inset. Oh, I see. 1, X, dissolve vertex. No. Oh, yes. X, dissolve vertex. And then K. There we go. Sometimes you actually do need good geometry. Let's see if that did it. Yes, that did it. Now we're right. Now, select our edges, Control Shift bevel to segments of 8. I should probably line it up perfectly, but I'm not going to. And E. Okay, and assign to window. We got that side and we got that side. Our bus is different. Yay! Okay. And we're doing fine on time. Something like this takes a little longer sometimes than a environment or even a building because you have to kind of try to make it make sense. I don't guess you have to, but do we want a front window there? No, I think we're just going to leave that be. But maybe we want it to be a little less chunky. So let's plate insets. Well, before I do that, I want to actually W subdivide just those sections 3 times. There we go. Because now it won't re-subdivide everything. I just want to use that for the insets. Cool. F9. Fill. Thickness. Fill out. Margin of outer of 0.01. Just like that. I could deal with that. That is cool. Okay. Then we'll come through and we'll grab this to this. So just grab these actually on our own. Okay, all those faces. Shift Q, random tubes, 25. Max offset of 0.025. Curve size, smaller. Max of 10. Limit body. Cuts. 2. Something like that. Seems all right. Okay, and then tab again. Yep. Shift Q, loop extrude 1, 2, 3. Too much. Too high. 0.025. I like that. F9. 0.00125. And 0.00125. That's better. Just to give us a slight bump up on each of those. I think I'm going to take these down just a titch too. Yeah, there we go. That's cool. Liking our bus so far. Save early, save often. Now, I imagine our door is mostly going to be, what's the word, automatic, but let's put a door handle on it. W, grid modeler. Control to, I want to shift to, let's see. To line up to that. There we go. Yes. And then increase our what's the thing I'm trying to do? Alt. No. W grid modeler. There we go. Control. Yes, there we go. And 2. We're going to go to edit mode. Yeah. And where am I? H. I forget what I'm doing here. Selection mode. I get to selection mode. I always forget. Oh, right click, switch to selection mode. There we go. Okay. B, or select it, bevel. There we go. I knew I'd get there eventually. And 5. Cool. All that just to get there. E in. It was just easier to do it this way because the lines weren't straight. If we tried to just do a straight inset, it would come up all angled and weird. There's our panel, something like that. Just a door panel. All that for a door panel. Cool. We haven't resorted to any kit bashing yet. We're just making things on our own today. How exciting. So let's see what happens. I'm kind of curious. I'll do something like that. Yeah, I like that. Now, here. I gotta be precise here because I don't have mirroring. Inset, I want to just know what it is. 0.04. So I can go here, I 0.04, and set to the same level. Okay. Because then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Control Shift B, really get into these curves. There we go. 3, select those. E out, inset in, E in just a bit. Now, do we want to leave them as big panels or window or like tiny point lights? I think tiny point lights is going to be better. Face, poke faces. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Q, circle. Shrink them down to like that. 3, E. Come out a little bit. And I. And E in a little bit. We're going to deal with this one in another one. Let's just add a new assign. Call it lights. Just because I haven't gotten around doing any texturing yet at all. There we go. Got 4 lights there. There are 4 lights. And then down here, select these faces, inset them again, bring it forward even more, like that. Just to give us a literal bumper. Go a little more, make it obvious. Okay, that's looking ugly. That's a lot of bad geo. Can I just select those? X, faces, X, dissolve edges? No. I do not like green eggs and ham. I don't think it'd be a problem. It might be. Okay. Let's see if we can clean the mesh and have it work. Operators, clean mesh. So it doesn't explode on us. It doesn't really seem to have worked. I think what we're going to do is cheat. Control R, Control R. No. Yes. F. Yes. And then we'll do the same thing here. Control R. Come on, give me one that works. Oh, Control R. No. Yes. F. Cool. 3. That and that. GY. Cool. Cheating. Love it. Hide bad geometry behind things you can't see. It's concept art. There's the start of our thing. I'm digging that. Now, let's play with some emission stuff. Let's maybe start doing some actual texturing too, just to make our lives better. Let's go shaders and we'll grab the big, medium, small one here. Shift G, coplanar, just that, right? Plus a sign, and it's going to be that, our engine glow. Cool. And now let's do a Shift Q, random loop extrude in that same area. We don't need, well, do 3. Sure, why not? F9, cuts, 1 overall, 2, 3. Cool. And let's make it a little thicker. 0.05, 0.025. There we go. Yeah. Liking that. And then we want to select that, that, and that, and join them. Because I do think I want them to be symmetrical. Which way do I want to go? I think we want to go from this side. Yep. Turn it back on. And yes, that's what we wanted. Okay. Now let's start playing some more. Is our vehicle going to be painted or is it going to be metal? Just absolute grunge. I don't know. Let's try painted. So on this guy here, material, get rid of that. We're gonna need to adjust him, almost certainly. U, cube projection. And I mean, it's actually worked pretty well, but we are gonna tweak it some. I do like the varying shades of red though. I'm gonna move this out of the way, up to here, and then close this area, just so we can see what we're doing. And UV. And where are we at? A U cube projection. Okay. Z8 so we can see it. And what material? Where I always wonder what doesn't show sometimes. Alt Corellian color. There it is. Okay. Control L. R90. Get in here. Control L, G, scale. I don't know why those are that color. They're going to be red. I like that. I kind of like that bottom part there being that though. And I kind of like that weird like back of the bus is a slightly different color. So I think I can maybe live with that for the base color for our bus. It's suitably grody. Okay. And then our windows, I'm not sure they're going to be real windows or not, but we'll make them that for right now. But I'm not sure I'm going to want to be able to see in because I don't know that I want to lay out the inside of the vehicle much. But depending on what you see, it might be okay. Then our underneath material, I think we're just going to go with grunge metal, which also has some blinkies, but that's okay too. That's working for me. And then here on our top, we'll take our pipes and we're going to make them my yellow. And this, that. I'm not, let's make all these, sure. Control, group all those together. So that's that top stuff. And try just metal sheeting, see what we get. Tab A, U, cube projection. Oh, we lost. No, we don't want to do that. Undo, undo, undo. There we go. These three here are mirrored, so they're different. And then these three here are their own thing. And those at the bottom are their own thing. Yes. With this one, we can go with. Well, let's just see if we go with the alternative. UV editing. Tab A, U, cube projection. Scale. Blue. It's kind of hilarious, actually, to be like a different. Nah. R90, just get the fit. Cool. That red works there too. These on the top here, I think I do just want to be straight metal sheeting. Cube projection. A. And this is not alternate, this is Corellian gray. R90. A. R90. Something like that. Control L. R90. Get it to line up roughly in the same kind of space. Cool. And me, great. I'm glad you're liking it. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it so far. Let's hope it comes together nicely. I'd say we're 70% to it coming together. So we're taking our time with this one a little bit, which is fun. But we are going to need to tweak some things. If we keep these windows, and I like these windows, we're going to need a floor. All right, so let's create a floor. we kind of went through and gave us what we needed to do that, I believe, which is here. We'll just see if we can do the whole thing. Yes, we can. 1, 3, yes, good. Alt Z, B. 7. Cool, that's right. And F. Is that where I wanted to put the floor? I think it could be. I think for the purposes of what we're doing, it's where I'm going to be putting the floor. Alrighty. Space trucker vibes, that's right. Just you wait. I'm going to take all this up here and hide it. Okay, cool. Yeah, now here, 2 pre-judge loops, yes. Let's not even do that. Let's go nerdy. Here and here, pre-judge loops, and then here, here, pre-judge loops. Then I'll do more, but let's do these 3, bridge edge loops. No, it's not quite right. What's wrong? Should be right. Do I have more? Is there more loops than I'm seeing? Is there something else that I'm not seeing? Oh yeah, there's that weird divot in there. Fine. We're just gonna do it the other way. We'll cheat. E, G, Y. And bring it forward like that. It's creating the floor of our bus. I just want to make sure it doesn't poke out, but that should be fine. And then here, F, and then F, right? And GY, just a bit to there. No, we don't do that. Well, instead, I just want to make sure we're not seeing any glow through the floor, but I think we're okay. We're probably fine. Are we? No, we're not. I think we're good. Okay. Cool. So now I'm going to take, I do actually want something to go across there though. That should be okay. Yeah, that's all right. There we go. Let's take this thing. And P section. So that should be our floor, right? Yep, there's our bus floor. And undo. There's our dude sticking out the side. And yeah, he's a little low because our floor is higher than I wanted it to be, isn't it? We can fix that. There. That's better. It should still fit to the same thing. I think we're still inside the bus. Well, we're not quite still inside the bus. But GZ. We're close to still inside the bus. Let's just make it bigger. Go back to where it was before, which is right inside the bus. Can't see it. Good. Good, good, good. So that piss off. Now we're not. No. GZ. Undo that as well. Still working on it. Okay, that's why. Okay. I don't know why I'm stressing about this, but there you go. GZ. Maybe I a bit more. There we go. There's our floor. Cool. Don't need to go that far, but line it up. Actually, I'm gonna E and down. I'll do it that way. 3. I don't know why I'm stressing about this. Okay. As long as it still all fits inside, and I think it does. Nothing weird. Nothing weird. Can no longer see the glowy bits underneath. That's what I wanted. Cool. We could put like controls and stuff here, but well, we might as well, right? Sure. I'm going to hide this stuff and which one am I editing? Alt Z tab. Alt hide. There we go. Shift Shift G coplanar. 7 C, select all that stuff there. Everybody selected. Everybody kung fu fighting. Yep. P section. Take this. New collection. Roof. And we're going to take this and also move it to the roof. Then we're going to hide the roof. The roof is no longer on Spire. We got those things that are, I don't know what they're there for, but they're not going to hurt us, so we're not going to worry about them. We're going to bring it all back together again anyway. It's just so I can see. I mean, I actually do know what they are there. Well, let's see. Control L, Control I. Yep. P section. M roof. And now we can control join them back together again. There we go. Just keeping it neat. These are our, sorry. All right, that's our bus. So let's put some seats in. Why not? Be kind of simple, but there's some seats. Shift A, mesh. We're in object mode. Good. Cube. SY. SZ. there. Up 3 GZ. That. I'm just going to make a very, very basic seat. So, because we're not going to come into the bus, but just in case we can see it. From the outside, which I mean, we can. It's not touching, is it? No, it's not. Cool. And I don't even know how much more interesting I want to get than this, but we might as well get a little more interesting. Sure. In for a penny. Let's see. Select those. E, G, Z. 2. 1 or 2. Yeah, okay. Select that. Control bevel. Just this one's only really. Or do we? Is it going to be a pain in my ass? It's going to be a pain in my ass. Let's just undo this again. Go away. There we are. Control bevel. Oh. A, M by distance. There we go. Control bevel. Thank you. Cool. And just like that. And now I'm going to cheat and apply it. Cool. Because I just wanted these faces here. E, G, Z. 2. Control Shift bevel. Are we at section segments 8? Sure. 2. Q. Curve extract. They're very flat. Why are they? Oh, I know they're very flat. We don't want that. Control A, rotation scale. Shift Q, or Q rather. Sorry, curve extract. There we go. That's better. 3. I'm just going to delete these faces. Yes, I'm spending time making a weird ass bench. I don't know why. Down a little bit. Q. Convert to mesh. Q. Bevel. Cool. Q. Sharpen. Now, materials. I'm going to go with grunge yellow on that one. And on this thing, we're going to go with just Blender Guppies grunge cloth. And we have a bench. Let's join these parts together. Oh, whoa. There's nothing. You're right. Why are you being that way? Oh, it's because it had the bevel on it. Apply it. There we go. Now, Q array X. How many we need? I don't remember. One more, of course. 7. And Let's make it a little less so they kind of line up better, at least a little bit. Cool. And then that, and this. Merit. Now we have bus seats. And we don't have a driver's seat or a driver console, which we probably want. We also probably want, let's see, tab this to no, we're not gonna worry about it. Let's say we want an interior door for our thing. Maybe we can. I'm going to grab 1 plus 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 plus. Cool. C 3 C. Grab all that stuff, right? See all that, all that. See that, that, all that. I'm really spending way more time than I probably need to, but you know, what else are we doing here? Shift D, duplicate it. Okay, GX inward to there. There. Now this. E in slightly. And I think that will be as much as we need to worry about, but just to make sure. E and slightly. Now let's see. Cool. We do have an interior door now, just that lines up so you can see that our airlock actually is an airlock. It still looks good. Right on. Now, come back and tab E up to make sure it's not cutting out. It's not. Okay. 2, control bevel. 1, yes, like that. And I'm just going to grab a chair rather than find a bench. Kit bash, cars, seat. Let's bring a seat in. Oh, can't do it in edit mode. Bring a seat in. Alt R. It's kind of a high-tech looking seat for this thing. Let's scale it up a bit to make it a bit more comfortable. Again, just something that we can see through the window. That's kind of the only reason for this. And I'm kind of spending way too much time on it. By kind of, I mean I really am spending way too much time on it. Let's go over here. 3E. E. I've seen something like that from a bus before, right? Yeah. All right. And we could give it controls, but I don't think we're going to need to worry about it. And I'm kind of reaching the point where we want to see what we got. Turn the roof back on. Yeah, no, the bench definitely works. That's important. That helps. Um, Everything else, the door looks like the airlock's working. You can't really see the driver's seat at all, but that's okay. We could just bring it up a bit, I suppose. Like there. I was taking and bring those up as well. Like that. And then let's see. No. GX. There we go. Can we see any of that? Nope, we're good. Still inside. Well, we can see a little bit there, can't we? Yeah. Just push it in. I don't care. Okay. And the roof again. Now we can see the driver's seat if we need to. Bus looks good. Save. I think it's been a while. Okay. I spent a lot of time on that when I wasn't planning on it. It goes like that sometimes. Lights. Let's just give us some simple. For right now. Warm. Add material. Strength 10. This is not like the world's most exciting vehicle, but it's kind of been fun to work on so far. And let's see. Shift G normal? No. Shift G coplanar? That gives us something. I like it. Yep. And on this side, actually we can just mirror. What we're gonna do, I think. Cool, grab those. Shift Q, utility, panel screws, custom, round head. F9. Let's see, margin, just a bit more. Scale. That's a little time. 0.02, like that. Cool. I love unexciting vehicles. I'm not going to lie. So, like, yeah, I'm not really apologizing for them because, yes, I'm completely with you. Now, let's see if this works. Can I mirror it and have it actually work? Yeah, I think it did. Um, just we don't have nearly enough screw bolts for everything, but I just want some bolts to hint at bolts. And then when they hint at it, your brain kind of goes, "Oh yeah, yeah." There's stuff that holds all this shit together. So as long as you see a few like that, that's really what matters. What material did I get? Terribly ugly pen. Come on, the future. This should be plastic, right? That's all they all. We need bucket seats. My bus seats are the most uncomfortable seats ever, but that's all right. Let's see, gray. Did I not choose sheeting gray? No, it's okay. We need to give these a new material, I think. I'm just gonna go with metal sheeting, gray. On them. Yeah. So they stand out. is a prison transport bus designed to get people around the penal colony. And I feel like it's working pretty well for that. There's no, I'm not going to put snow on it because it's moving around, but there might be some if we're going to actually deal with it. Do you want to add some interest here in the front? Maybe. I'm not entirely sold on those pieces sticking out there, although I don't hate them, but they kind of clash a little bit. Let's see again what it looks like. I see. It works, but I want to say, I want to grab these pieces here. Yeah, and I want to make them gray. Let's see if that helps us. What? I thought I said it. No, I mean, I didn't. No sheeting plain gray, assign. Yeah, I like that. I think that works. And here's where we can get, so we have a little bit of time. Let's do this. I think this will make it cooler. Shift G coplanar. Actually, let's do it this way. Plus, 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 no minus. Why do it like that? I want to see. Let's see. Plus, plus. Yep, that. And we're going to go plain gray, assign. And then these need to go back to Windows again. Let's grab our Windows. Let's do it again on both sides. This is the kind of stuff I like doing, but I don't often do it because we just run out of time. But we have time today, so let's do it. Plus, 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 plus. Deselect the windows, assign that. Now, we have rim on our windows, and I think that's cool. Let's do it on this one too, because you didn't do it on the door. Plus, 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 minus, minus. Yeah, just to there. Deselect glass, assign that again, and like, I don't know you'll ever notice it unless you get close, but I think I enjoy that. Your options obviously are metal or like a darker rubber, depending on how you want to think about it. It could be either one. I can make a case for both, but we're just going to do metal because why not? I think that helps us. Did I do it up the top? I have not done it on the top windows yet. You always just keep finding where you're like, oh yeah, I need to do it here too. There, 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 there. Plus, 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 minus. Deselect the window panes, assign plain gray. Yeah. It's those little micro details sometimes that, for me, really make a scene. And it depends how close you're looking at it. Like, you know, from back here, it's absolutely meaningless. But if you get up to like here, you're like, oh yeah, there it is. And even if you don't notice it, your brain kind of notices it a bit. Gonna add a little bit more here just because we have some time, but not a lot of time. But I want to select these 4 faces, I think. Or just those bottom 2 faces. Yeah, just those bottom 2 faces. And face poke faces. 1, control minus, Q, circle, shrink it down, cool, E, GZ, GY, and just kind of line it up like that. And then Select those, U, cube projection. And I think I'm going to make this one grunge yellow, which I don't think we've got yet on this object. Yellow. Let's see. Yeah, I think that helps. That helps a lot, actually. Maybe we'll do it one more time, too. Do it here as well. Well, no, because that's just going to the next thing. Do it up here, though. Face. Poke faces. 1 minus Q circle GZ. E GZ. Yep. 3 U cube projection. Grunge yellow assign. Yep. That helps me feel like those parts are supposed to do something. Like it really is part of this airlock. I don't like that that's yellow here, though. Should be red. UV editing. Alt, next we're at G, and we'll take it to here. No one but me is probably ever going to look underneath there, but there it is. I mean, it does fly, so it's possible. Cool. Layout. So we didn't get a scene built at all on this one. We just spent some time. I actually enjoyed it. Like we spent some deep dive in time just focusing on some little things this one, which is nice. I want to take this plate here and set it. Bring it up like that. Yeah, that's cool. And then 2, Control R. I don't really know what I'm doing, but just playing. Q, circle. Ooh, no, we don't want to do that. Let's see, tab. I'm going to see. Sometimes it gets weird when there's a mirror on if it's trying to use the circle modifier. Let's see how this goes now. Yeah, see, that's much better. Why? I don't know, but it is. No, we want to do that 3 first. Now E. I and E. Just something on the top. Give it a Lego piece, right? And anything else we want to add to this in the last 2.5 minutes? I'm gonna take this whole shape and give it a very small bevel and watch it explode. 0.002. That shouldn't be too much. It's a pretty big shape. I don't see anything exploding on it. Just to have it not quite be so on the nose super sharp. Yeah, I think cables are not terribly a part of this world because the gravity is so high. I mean, you could, but I think you're more likely to get pipes on this world than cables. And that's, or at least that's the conceit I've kind of been going with. The only thing, let's try this. I just want to see one thing. But I mean, you know how much I love cables too. So, just to say a lot. Oh, come on. Fine. Be that way. Can't go the whole way. Okay. Let's see. Select those. See those. See those. +1. +1. Make sure that's it. Cool. Yep. And let's see if we just give it plain gray as well. I kind of like having that. I do actually like that, like just a little accent strip. We could make it yellow though. That could be cool. I already have grunge yellow. Don't need to do that. The sign. Yeah, it's too yellow. Just a little bit of an accent color. And oh, I know what I was gonna do it here too. This thing here, that's gonna be red for sure. Shift G coplanar. Did you get me? Yes. Plus, plus, minus. Cool. And that one should be plain gray as well. But not this thing. That should be red. There we go. Did I lose? What the heck? All right, fine. Actually like that those are gray. Tab. I'll do it the other way. Make sure we get it this way. Plus, 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 plus. Assign. And then that, 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 and that should be warm emissive. Assign. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's better. That's cool. And let's see. I think we'll keep the full. I was thinking maybe making that yellow too, but I don't think I will. I'm gonna leave it because we got the bottom part yellow there. I think that's enough. So I'm just giving it that last little look. Is there anything here we wanted to play with? Could. Those and those, and yellow assigned. I like it. Just that weird 70s Volvo kind of thing going on there. I don't know, but I think that's cool. Save. Okay, let's delete our guy because he's ugly. And there's our vehicle, right? Seems pretty solid to me. I'm gonna put him in a scene, but I think that for the purposes of this, it's not gonna be that interesting a scene or anything. I'm just gonna put it in an environment just so we can contextualize it when I post the final. But I think the vehicle looks pretty cool. I think it will work nicely for my world building and give us something to at least put into scenes later as I get a better sense of what the architecture is going to be. So yeah, and me and Rama, not Ranma. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It's always nice to have somebody to talk to, bounce ideas off of. Um, yeah, I have enjoyed it, and if you have not liked, please do like the YouTube video. That helps me out. And everybody else, if you watch later, I hope you liked it, and I'll be back again tomorrow. So, okay, folks, have a great rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.